Hello, and welcome to a presentation from the Nevada Department of Education's Digital Learning Collaborative. Today's presentation is Elementary Canvas Classroom Tour number 3, and today we will be looking at a first grade virtual classroom. My name is Claire Cummings, and I am an elementary coding specialist at Dickens Elementary School in the Clark County School District. I am also a digital engineer with the Digital Learning Collaborative for the state of Nevada. Today's agenda is simple. We will just be taking a tour of the content and navigation in a first grade Canvas course. We are focusing this classroom tour primarily on the primary grades because those are the grades where Canvas is not so friendly in terms of the default navigations that are involved with the system. And so our teachers across the district and country have come up with some wonderful hacks to make Canvas more friendly for parents and students in the lower elementary grades. So in the past series, we looked at a specialist classroom and a kindergarten classroom, and today we're going to look at first grade. So I have a first grade classroom here from Miss Bratland. You may remember in the kindergarten video, another Miss Bratland. These are sisters that work at Dickens Elementary School. They've worked together for their entire career. So I'm very grateful to them for allowing me to tour their classrooms today. So this is Miss Bratland first grade, and her homepage is set up very similarly to the kindergarten classroom we saw in the video number 2. And so there is a Parents tab and a Students tab on the home page of the Canvas course. So if we click the Parents tab, you'll see the various parent resources there, including how to contact the teacher, a little bit about her and her student teacher that she has this year, a link to the Google Drive where the recorded lessons are housed for the different weeks and different sessions, which I think this is also was in the kindergarten video. I think it's a really cool idea to have them just linked right to the Google Drive for parents to look for the video they need. And a weekly newsletter, the specialist calendar, which has a embedded document right here that you could scroll through because we are on a 6-day schedule at our school. And then another Google Drive folder with map information for parents, some distance learning expectations. So really neat to have the parent information kind of separated from the student information. So if we look at the student tab, it is a calendar format. This is something a lot of our primary grades have done because it just makes it very simple to know where is today. Okay, let me click on today. And also if there's an absence, they don't have to scroll through all the modules in the module tab. This really helps to say, okay, I was gone on Monday. Let me go ahead and click Monday and see what I missed. So we're going to take a look at a lesson from October, and you can see that the day starts right here with the reading real-time lesson, 9 to 9:30. So this is the Google Meet synchronous session for her, and I really love how she has pictures of the materials that the students should have ready for the Google Meet. So before they even enter, here's what you need to have. And we do a packet pickup, material pickup once a month for our primary grades, and so the teachers have supplied the students with whiteboards and markers and manipulatives for math, including counters and cubes, and then different things like letter sorting. So it's really great to see that the kids get a break from that screen time by having something to physically write on and physically manipulate. So they have that information right there for them, and then they just click the little picture here to go to the Google Meet, and it takes them right there. After the synchronous session, it's independent work time. This is when the teachers are pulling small groups to support students. And you can see here that Ms. Bratland has listed out the activities the students will be doing. And what is really great is she also included a video of herself explaining to the students what they need to be doing in these activities. So it's written out for them, and they could use the immersive reader here to have all of that read to them, which is also great. And she has pictures of the paperwork that came to them in the packet pickup. And then also some great timers here for when it's time to work on iReady for 15 minutes. They can click that timer that's embedded from YouTube so they know how much time they have to go on there. Same with RazKids, she has another 15-minute timer. So those are some really cool little tricks to keep students on track. But we'll go ahead and listen to her explain here because I think it's great to have this included.
All right, boys and girls, the first thing you need to do is do your phonemic awareness video. When you're done with the video, then get out your purple booklet, open up to your phonics page. You've got short E and short O words down here. Cut them out. Again, remember to only cut one page. Cut these words out. If it has a short E that says et, glue it over here. If it has a short O that says ah, glue it over here. When you're done with that, you need to do iReady reading for 15 minutes to work on passing those lessons, and then get on RazKids and read some books for 15 minutes.
So really great to have that explanation, and we know kids need to hear things multiple times, so she may have even said in the synchronous session what they were going to go work on, but we know that students often forget right away what was just said, so having that extra explanation while she's gone from them I think is really helpful. So after that, it's language arts real-time lesson from 10:30 to 10:55, and here they're going to bring their writing notebook that was supplied to them by the teacher. Sometimes she also has passages or other things that they're supposed to bring, but today's just the notebook. And then it looks like she directed them to take a capitalization quiz right after the real-time session to just kind of check how that's going to see if they're internalizing the capitalization rules. So the quiz has a quick explanation here with audio.
Read each sentence. Choose the word that needs to be capitalized.
And then if we take a little preview at the quiz, I was thinking in my mind how if students would kind of understand how to do a quiz on Canvas, but again, they included the audio explanation or the audio reading of the sentence and the reading of the words, because this isn't a test that's testing their reading, it's testing if they know which words need to be capitalized or not. And so I think this is really cool that you could get some great information from first graders on a quiz in Canvas. So here is an example of them reading the question.
My friend Jack and I went to the park. Which word needs to be capitalized? Jack, went, park, friend.
So what a great idea. And you can see that they have several questions here of testing the different kinds of capitalization, and then the students submit the quiz. So this really changed my belief in that quizzes couldn't be done with little ones. So I think that's just such a wonderful idea to make it very simple for them. And then from 10:55 to 11:30, it is their writing independent time. Again, pulling small groups while they're working, so they need some of that explanation. Here's another video.
All right, the first thing you need to do for independent work is get out your purple notebook, open up to your language page of sort and capitalize. You need to cut out all these words. If it's a date, a month of the year, or a day of the week, you're going to glue it in the box here. If it's a name, glue it in this box. Then you need to write the word using a capital letter. When you're done with that, you need to get out your writing notebook, open up to one of your stories that we've been working on, and today we talked about using fearless and strong words. Instead of the word said, you can use the word screamed or yelled or exclaimed, however your character is saying it. Okay, use those fearless and strong words.
So again, very cool to have this explanation. So if they forget what they were supposed to do, it's right there. They can play it back as many times as they need to. And here is another explanation of what they're to do with the visual of the page. and to get out the writing notebook again. Love the pictures. It really helps the students to see what exactly they're supposed to do. And with pictures, here is also a picture of when it's lunchtime. So I love the Bitmojis. It just makes it fun and predictable for the students. After lunch, they head on over to specials. Again, another Bitmoji to show which special they're going to. When they click the picture, it takes them right to the specialist link. And then for math, we have a real-time lesson here, and it's saying that they're going to use these pages. They do have the paper copies of those pages, and so they were given those in the packet pickup, and so they will have those ready for the real-time lesson. And then for math independent small group time, we have another explanation video.
All right, the first thing you need to do for independent math time is go to Savvis and click on 3-10. Make sure you do the visual learning, the whole thing, and then the quick check. When you're done with that, you may play the game Let's Make 10. Remember, when a number comes across the screen, you need to find the number at the bottom that makes 10. So like 1 and 9, 8 and 2, 3 and 7, 6 and 4, and 5 and 5. Then, when you're done with that, you need to go on iReady and work on your lessons for 10 minutes.
So there's the video explanation, but then again, here is exactly what she just said with visual screenshots of how to log in to Savvis and get to those visuals and the quick check, the visual learning and the quick check. And then here is the game Let's Make 10 with the link. They just click right on there. And then iReady for 10 minutes with a 10-minute timer. And then for the Science Social Studies real-time lesson, no materials needed to join, so they just join the lesson. And afterwards, there is a little activity to do with spider adaptations, so we'll listen in here.
All right, the first thing you need to do is open up your poetry notebook and practice reading your poem, Fall. When you're done with that, get out your purple notebook and go to the very end of it. Oops, there we go. And write about the spider adaptations. Remember, the adaptations are how they use their different body parts to help them survive. So example, their legs help them climb or get away from enemies. They have their webs. Their webs help them to get the food they need, all right? Or their coloration, the different colors they have, help them to hide from predators, something like that, all right? So fill out the whole thing. You do not have to cut this page. When you're done, you can work on iReady for 15 minutes.
So here is the visual for the fall poem and the spider adaptations, and then the iReady math. And when they're done, they get a nice little stop sign and Bitmoji all done to show that they are done with that. Miss Bratland also does often use Bitmoji classrooms in the Science Social Studies lessons as well. And so there was one the previous day that was all about spiders, and they could click anything in the Bitmoji classroom that had to do with spiders. She also did one for Veterans Day. So that's a kind of a fun little independent activity for Science Social Studies that she also uses. So I hope that was helpful, and to see a real example of a classroom in Clark County School District that is doing Canvas for first graders. If you have any questions, feel free to email me at the email address below. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and check out our other videos in the Elementary Canvas Classroom Tour series, which is on the Nevada Ready YouTube channel. Thank you again, and I hope you have a wonderful day.